On the online, anyone have any questions? Yeah. Oh, I can't read. Can you help to read for me? Yes, you can transfer the merit also to the parents that who is no more physically with us or who's passed away. So that's a question on online. Is there more questions?
Second. All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, namaste, Geshe. So happy to see you.
Hello.
Thank you for your teaching.
Thank
I have a
you.
question about maybe you'll get into this, so if yes, then we can do that later. But question about specific types of karma to purify.
Yeah.
I've been experiencing a lot of health problems, and I'm trying to understand what is the best. I want to make sure that I'm really purifying the causes for those when I do my Vajrasattva practice.
Hmm. Oh, yes. Um, yeah. I mean, best is like we know whatever form of inconvenience we experience like such as health or any obstacles in life, those are all result of negative karma. And if we know exactly how or what exactly those karmas are, those causes and conditions, bring about that karma, then you apply the antidote accordingly. But basically, only Buddha would know the subtle karma. So we roughly, based on uh, you know the observation based on uh, whatever knowledge that we can gain from scriptures or even making observation in relation to the deities. Based on that, then uh, Ravli will know what kind of causes that bring about those issues. So generally, um, the most of the physical health issues are result of causing harm to causing like taking life or causing inconvenience to other beings' life, like such as karma or killing or bringing pain to animals or human or any creature or even to the spirits. So like such as an example, like there are like such as like cancer, etc. There are a lot of relation to causing harm to landlords, nagas, and the harm that there is, caused to nagas and landlords, very much in relation to the actions that we perform, like excavating the land, destroying the mountains, destroying the oceans, um, or occupying, the oceans, or destroying the stream, rivers, lakes, uh, you know, destroying trees, trees, or polluting the nature, etc. uh, and those living beings who reside on those natures or get harmed, then uh, action of that, the karmic action of that, result um, into physical health issues like cancer, skin diseases, um, mm, like that, and joint like kind of like a pneumatism, joint diseases, bone diseases, uh, in diseases in relation to blood, um, also diseases in relation to different organs like heart problems, uh, etc. So it's quite subtle, but roughly it's like that. Then those health issues like strokes, etc. The nervous kind of problems. Very much I think in relation to uh, causing harm to the elemental spirits. Again, the elemental spirits is a non-physical beings, which attach to, water, air, fire, space, etc. Uh, then the health issues that which is causing indefinite, what's a untimely death, or certain diseases that, not by the past karmic, to experience the death, according with um, the karma, past karma defined, but then occurring, untimely deaths, due to certain diseases, then uh, 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 it's very much like the karmas that caused by killing animals, killing people, killing animals, like that. So yeah, these are rough ideas, not from the medical point of view, or not definite, cannot be not yeah. In order to be definite, I think there has to be definite about understanding the karma. Yeah, something like that. And for antidote to that, antidote to most of the physical and mental, sufferings, uh, uh, you perform the virtues in relation to, those beings, like liberating the life, the animal life, saving animals' life, creating conservation for animals, or respecting the nature, uh, and not polluting the nature. So those can be like a form of practice of antidotes. Uh, mm, then offering medicine to the sick one, doing anything to do with elevating uh, um, beings, human or animals, from their physical and mental sufferings. Those also can be like antidote. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Um, so yeah, talk about the the four um, opponent power. Mm, uh, one of the main element to any purification practice. So in relation to Vajrasattva practice, then um, Vajrasattva, you know, the the generating Vajrasattva as a front generation, um, as a meditation on deity, um, or if you have the initiation, then generating the sub-generation as a Vajrasattva, or um, understanding and seeing Vajrasattva oneness with your spiritual guru, as a Guru Vajrasattva. Being the object of reliance, the objects of veneration, objects of merit, objects where you would inspire to engage in the practice of purification. So that's the first opponent power. We call the opponent power of reliance. So in another word, the object of refuge. Uh, yeah, object of refuge. The general object of refuge, like such as Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, you can take to actualize the first opponent power. You can, as long as you engage in the practice of refuge and actualizing as your reliance, through your visualization or through your wisdom eye or through your conviction that Buddha Dharma Sangha is, uh, present with you. Or you visualize they're present above your head or in front of you, or uh, as a oneness with your nature. So that is the first opponent power. Um, the second one is the power of regret. It called power of regret. So the the regret of performing negative actions if you remember them, uh, or simply acknowledging uh, the negativities are uh, uh, mm, as a negative, as a harmful, mm, as a the phenomena to be purified, from your system. So power regret is like very much like acknowledging negative as a negative, wrongdoing as a wrongdoing, false as a false, negation as a negation. You know, so any like an example, the actions of killing. Not everybody understand actions of killing as a negative. So here, as a Buddhist practice, if you want to engage in practice of purification, then indirectly or indirectly, if you have engaged in any form of action, action of killing, then you acknowledge that as a mistake, and that has to be purified, and you have a sense of regretful about that. And in the teaching, emphasize when you express the regretfulness, it's as if like you just swallow poison, and you desperately want to vomit it out, because you're going to cause great harm to you. And in meaning, the negative actions are worse than the poison. The poison may harm only this very life. The poison may harm, to one's consciousness to depart from this body, or maybe bring some sort of pain in this body. But negative karma, negative doings, negative actions, uh, once you commit it, and the imprint or the potential that established in our continuum has a power every single moment, power to increase. Uh, it is power to produce more powerful consequences. It has a power to lengthen the time to experience the consequences. So so there's an urgency. It requires a sense of urgency to purify it. So that's why I give an example, like if you taking a poison, then you won't delay even a second. You will put as quick as possible to get it out. uh, so similar way, when you bring in the practice of the second opponent power of regret, so you need to have a sense of urgency, through understanding how harmful it is, and the harmful can experience uh, for eons of lifetime. The harmful can, you know, even though at the present time you don't see there's any harm of such negative karma, but that negative karma carry the potential to bring harm next life, uh, and many rounds of next lifetimes, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe later on, you know. So, and when you experience, those consequences, uh, if the negativities are already ripened, then it's so difficult to, implement, negate, what's the antidotes, because the suffering going to be so inconvenience going to be so intense, you know, and most of the time, the negative action, even tiniest form of negative actions, due to negligence of purifying it quickly, it accumulates. Is until it become a huge karma that may result into like three lower realms, like such as the hell realm. Once you're born in hell realm, no way you will remember Dharma to practice. There's no pause from unbearable suffering, to pay attention to virtue, uh, you know. So, so while having this sensible mind, tools of purification practices, uh, then, like you bring it to purify right very now, that kind of urgency, you know. So, so that only come when you really understand the power of the negativities, the characteristic of the negativities, which is so harmful. Uh, so then third one, uh, the third opponent power is the power antidote. Uh, so then there comes the the applications of in relation to Vajrasattva practice, recitation of Vajrasattva mantra, accumulation of Vajrasattva mantras. When you recite it, it acts as a third opponent power antidote. As I mentioned at the beginning, whatever way you relate to Vajrasattva, even visualizing, uh, uh, or even reciting the mantra, it's directly become the power antidote. So some more, if you dedicate to recite 100,000 times, how effective, how powerful it can be. Some more, if you do the visualization, the uh, accordingly, to the sadhana, uh, then how powerful it's going to be. So the power antidote is like that. Also, all the other dharmas act as a power antidote too. Any form of dharma practices. Um, Even reciting the Shakyamuni Buddha's name mantra act as an antidote. Visualizing Shakyamuni Buddha also act as an antidote. Meditating on impermanent act as an antidote. Meditating on bodhicitta, loving kindness, compassion, act as an antidote. And among all the dharma, the most effective, uh, most powerful antidote is the meditating on emptiness, the wisdom of emptiness. You know, uh, 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 so it's a saying that the moment the moment you start to learn about emptiness, even you hear the name of emptiness, the 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 beginningless lifetime of establishment of karma within us will be shaken, will be tremble like that, So it will already um, unstabilize, their base. Means already very powerful, impact of the purification will take place. So if you if you not only hear the name and try to study, but if you already understood and now you start to meditate on them, like such as like analytical meditation on emptiness, analytical meditation on discovering the no self of person or selflessness of person, you know. Uh, so there are many tools, like it just doing the analytical emptiness meditation of whether I exist within the aggregates, whole of aggregates, with the aggregates, or without the aggregates, or outside, in other phenomena, whether do I exist, or not. And then uh, examining whether after after concluding that I do not exist, me do not exist anywhere in the physical aggregates. Not even in one tiniest cell can define that this is the me. And so obvious from top to toe. No way. None of the organs are you. Uh, uh, so then there are also possibility of maybe I maybe exist in the mental aggregates. Then you examine whether the virtuous mind is me, whether the negative mind is me, whether the neutral mind is me. So even one mind, it has many limitless momentaries, you know. Um, so that's logically you will you will uh, you will prove that I do not exist even in the mental continuum. So then obviously I do not exist on the table. I do not exist in the air, in the water, of the water, in the water, out, or wherever, you see. So, and concluding that I only exist merely in name, or I exist, interdependently, cause and, different conditions, bring about this person, me. Otherwise, there's not even a slightest form of substantial existence of me in anywhere in existence. So there, when you have a sense of knowing I exist, but at the same time do not exist. I exist interdependently, but do not exist inherently. So just doing analytical meditation like that, you know, uh, is a huge purification will take place. Especially, it will help to purify the root cause of all the karma, the ignorant. Then more than that, if you're able to do absorption meditation on emptiness, after doing analytical meditation, then you come to a position that, oh, yeah, I truly do not exist even in a substantial level. I truly do not exist inherently or truly. I exist only merely in the name on the basis of, you know, conducive causes and conditions, or I see. So you just, that that conclusion take as object of your meditation and observe into that single pointedly. That it could be even more powerful, you know, and uh, and more than that. Now, not only entire phenomena that you have examined, it is ultimate nature, and you found the ultimate nature as emptiness of inherent existence in it. Now, even the mind, the wisdom that which realize the emptiness also do the similar kind of observation, whether uh, that wisdom, what is the ultimate nature of that wisdom, the realizing emptiness of all. And and again, through analytical process, you will come to a conclusion that the wisdom, the mind too do not exist from its own side. It is also exists merely interdependently, dependent on the cause and conditions. Mm. So then, taking that emptiness wisdom gained from realizing the emptiness of the mind, then you observe in the meditation, like we call as a space-like meditation or space-like mind meditation. So you discover your mind or the wisdom, the realizing emptiness, the nature lies like a space, like empty of, lacking of substantial existence or inherent existence. So, and remain absorption onto that, like a space like meditation. Oh, that is the most powerful, antidote of the Dharma for purification of negativities. Oh yeah, so there are many form of antidotes. So during the post meditation, like when you are not in absorption meditation, when you are engaging with the activities, then you still apply the antidote, being in the analytical meditation on emptiness, and that's called the illusional-like meditation on emptiness, or dream-like or illusional-like meditation on emptiness. You see, so you understand things and events and experiences, good or bad. Uh, Nothing exists the way how it appear in the first glance, how it appear in the first perception. The actual legitimate way of existing, the truthful existence is other than what it appears to be. So it's really like illusion, illusion. It looks like real, but that's not real. The truth is different, like a mirage, like a dream. Dream sounds feel like so real, but it's not real. So actual reality is like that. You know, uh, all our perceptions are conceptually fabricated, dualistic appearance, dualistic mind. You see, so and the dualistic being in dualistic is ignorant, obscuration. You know, that's the where all the superstitious comes. And the superstitious is mistaken mind. Uh, you see, uh, mm? so try to um, you know overcome that. Through the meditation is is an antidote to purifications of negativities. Mm? So then the fourth one is power of reframing or restraint. So after you have now, uh, in the evidence of the Buddha, like Vajrasattva, or the refuge, or in the presence of, presence of the Buddha, presence of the Guru, I sincerely express that, mistake as a mistake, the regret, power of the regret. Then you have applied the correct antidotes, power antidote. Now you have to come to a position that you without any second thought, without any doubt, what Buddha have said, uh, what the teaching have said. There's no reason Buddha to lie to us. There's no reason the teaching will, mislead us. There's no benefit for the teaching. There's no benefit for the Buddha. Say that if you apply four opinion power, even heinous crime will be purified. And and also for our own sake, believing that is more benefit than not believing it. You know, believing that now all karma is purified is far more liberating than holding on to the karma. I still have so much negativity. There's no benefit, isn't it? So we are human being. We are quite, I mean, we regard we are very smart. uh, uh, so there we cannot, we really have to utilize our belief that we are smart and be smart, and just let go of the grasping of, I have this negativities, I have this follows, say I have just purified, I'm pure as like Vajrasattva. So then there, uh, um, if you have initiations, then there's a visualizations of, what visualize Vajrasattva gradually dissolving into you and becoming you. If you don't have initiation, then, simply, um, no need to go through the gradual, the meditation, but just entering from your crown, that energy form. The Vajrasattva is not a, like concrete like statue, but it's energy form. Like, if you have visualized above your head, now that that Vajrasattva, that whatever size that you have visualized, now dissolve into a uh, you know, dissolve into a light form, like, like a kind of whatever color of light that you feel comfortable. But here, best is you visualize white color, white, goldish, white rays, or white color, goldish rays, or just white color. Oh, then you have this hold on to the conviction of this is Vajrasattva. And your crown chakra, where there's a curly hair right at the central. Some people's crown is somewhere this side, that side, doesn't matter. So usually where the curly hair is, you can define that. Oh, so so from there, then the main thing is enter from the central channel, which, in the morning when we did the meditation, I said the central channel, there's a kind of band, link here. So very much, that also the central channel is not a normal nerve, tangible nerve. It is, again, it's an energy kind of pipe. So naturally open it, and then that Vajrasattva enter from there. Then uh, at the heart level, there's a lotus and mundis, you know. Uh, oh, so right there, in the center of that, then there's your consciousness. And the Dharmakaya nature of the Vajrasattva in the form of light, also your own consciousness also in the form of light in the center of the heart on top of the mundis emerge, dissolve into, one, emerge into one, inseparable. Mm. And you understood and you have conviction that my body, speech, and mind become inseparable, oneness with the Guru Vajrasattva, completely purified, purified, the resultant of purified body, speech, and mind. That is the Guru Vajrasattva body, speech, and mind, which is my body, speech, and mind. So you can hold on to that divine pride. The longer, the stable, or clearer the divine pride that you can hold on, that's the more the effective of purification and greater the protection that you carry, protection from committing more negative karma. So if you are Vajrasattva, you won't do wrong thing, isn't it? If you are Vajrasattva, you won't repeat the mistake that you have done in the past, isn't it? So that divine pride is so powerful, and it's so uplifting. It's like you feel like you are so pure, but at the same time, because it's enlightened energy, divine pride to the enlightened being, you won't have ego. Otherwise, if you think I'm the best, I'm the purest, the ego, that's negative. There's no room for that also, and there's no room for depression. There's no room for hopelessness. Once you reach to that stage of purification, it's so powerful that you become the happiest person, like that. And uh, mm, then in relation to, if you want to combine that with the Guru Yoga practice, the Vajrasattva with the Guru Yoga practice, then that visualize uh, Vajrasattva similar way, uh, enter from the central channel. Then on the central channel. Then at the heart level here, in between the two chairs, as if like your normal heart is right here. The shape is very much like our normal heart, but actually it is just the energy of the central channel. So central channel is not at the heart here. You see, it's here. So, but in the image of like a heart, then that uh, the moment Guru Vajrasattva descending, then the heart opened, and then heart like a normal heart like that open and become like a eight-petal lotus. So in the center of that heart, then there's a mundis. Uh, then Guru Vajrasattva dissolve, again, on the mundis, there's your own nature, similar like the before. Emerge together, then the lotus close, your heart, close, like this. So very much you capture that into your heart or into your central channel. So to create the auspiciousness, to able to succeed in this practice, to able to sustain the divine pride. And what you do is now you almost like a tie the heart. You capture it and tie it. So tie with the thread of Vajrasattva mantra, the 100 syllable. You see the heart close. Now Vajrasattva is oneness with you in your central channel, because your being is at the central channel, isn't it? Your indestructible drop is here in the central channel. Your life force is reside in the indestructible drop here. Okay. So now that is the Guru Vajrasattva. Okay. So now you tie with the 3 rounds, or you can even tie with the notes of 21 rounds. Om Veda Sado Samaya, Manu Balaya, Beza Sado Tino Patita Tido Mebo, Sudokoyo Mebo, Subokoyam, Anurado Mebo, Sawasidi Mebo, the Sawagama Sutamizidam Shirim Kuruhum, Ha Ha Ha, Bagam, Sawadada Gata Beza Mamma, the Beza Bawama, Samaya Sado Ahompe. So you can, tie one whole round of the 100 syllable mantra, 2 rounds of the 100 syllable, third round 100 syllable mantra. Then after that, this whole mantra is very much like kind of like become like in the shape of like a vajra, some more is like a cross vajra. Then like seal it on top like that, like cross vajra. So this will seal. The seal is because the vajra seal and indestructible. So it will never depart. Vajrasattva, Guru Vajrasattva will never depart from you. Always stay oneness. Until you achieve the resultant Guru Vajrasattva in the future, like that. So to create auspiciousness, you can also visualize like that. Then, okay, the fourth opening power is that, yeah, uh, you know, the power of reframing. In the teaching, it emphasizes that you need to have a time frame. So the best is like, for rest of my life, even course of my life, I will not commit such negative karma that I just purify again. Yeah. But then same time, but then, there are many realities in our time, in our day-to-day life that which we are in the environment that you will commit those negative karma. You know, uh, maybe may not commit intentionally, but unintentionally. You know, but you still need to purify the previous karma. Make sure you already get rid of from your system. So in order to happen that, then you dedicate a purification session. So during that purification session, you will not commit, or before leaving your practice, the meditation, uh, you can commit that even course of my life, and until I get out of this house, I will not commit such karma again, isn't it? So you need time frame, so there are many negativities that we commit day-to-day life, uh, in order not to multiply it is potential, it is, yeah, not, or not to remain it is potential within our continuum, uh, then that time frame is required, so you can practice like that. Mm. Then there's a meditation, um, you see, uh, also the visualization of Vajrasattva, yeah. So anyway, so these are the four opponent power. Okay, power of reliance, power of regret, or power of antidote, power of reframing or reframing, you call, isn't it? The fourth one. So these four opponent powers, as long as you integrate that with any form of Dharma practices, it becomes purification practices. Uh, and especially if you use Vajrasattva, because Vajrasattva is the essence of all the Buddha's purification. So that would be that would be the most effective, the most beneficial, So, so like that. So when it comes to visualization of Guru Vajrasattva, you can have visualization like instantly, arise the moment you generate your conviction is Vajrasattva is there for the purpose, to witness your practice, to bless your practice. But then if you want to do slightly more elaborate way, then again you meditate on emptiness, emptiness of all phenomena. Then from that void of lack of inherent existing nature of a whole thing, then like very much like from the empty space, that's, certain tangible thing, arises. It's very much like, or in the empty space, then like rainbow arises, or in the empty space, cloud form, very much like from the empty, or lacking of substantial existence or inherent existence, from that voidness, then, um, there's a like syllable, there's a syllable, which is very much like the sit, which is we also call it a sit syllable, or pam. So in Tibetan is pam. So in English you can write PAM, pam. But again, the letter is not much of important. The important is acknowledging that it is seed. The important of acknowledging the seed that which will actualize the lotus. So there's a seed called pam. So if you remember, you do like, you visualize if you're able to visualize, you even visualize that seed syllable. Otherwise, there's a kind of light form, light energy form. Oh, that is the seed syllable for the lotus. So from palm miraculously arise, actualize a lotus, and lotus, eight petal lotus, uh, beautiful giant, or if you are visualizing small Vajrasattva, then small one. So it depends on your choice. Oh, the palm lepema, and then alidawa. So in the center of this syllable, but in the center of the lotus, then there's a syllable ah, you know, again, English A, H, ah, or Tibetan ah, or Sanskrit ah. Again, doesn't matter. Main thing is there's like a light energy form, and that is the ah, that is the potential for the mundis, Then miraculously, there's a mundis actualized, you know, uh, soothing, bright, very smooth, like the moon, you know. Mm, uh, um, yeah, pamle pema ale dawe kingol hum. Then now sixth syllable of the Vajrasattva is hum. Hum. H-U, you can also say hung, H-U-N-G, or H-U-M, some spell like hum also. Actually, it's hung, H-U-N-G. That's the correct spelling, hung. Mm. So now, yeah. So again, if you don't know the letter, never mind. Again, there's kind of light energy form, and that is the potential or the sixth syllable of the Vajrasattva, or Vajrasattva's continuum, or Vajrasattva's potential, or the seed, you know. Uh, then from that syllable hung, miraculously arise into Vajrasattva, uh, the very common one, uh, very handsome guy. And really like a prince, like wearing very, very amazing, beautiful ornaments, with a very, very beautiful hairstyle. Not the modern one, the ancient type of hairstyle. So then, yeah, but then white color, but not like white paint kind of color. It's like a white, you know, kind of how to say, light, luminous, and very, very pure. Very pure, very bright, like that kind. Then like right hand holding Vajra, left hand holding bell. Sitting in meditation posture, so you can visualize like that. So in another way, it's very much like making baby. Or maybe I used the wrong word. Or producing baby. It's quite the same thing, isn't it? Or different? Okay, fine. So excuse my English. So anything I say wrong, you just say is poor English, okay? So you see, when the babies are produced, you know, you need father mother substance, isn't it? Father's mother's seed. So like mother's egg, father's sperm. So the lotus is very much like the father's, we say very much like mother's egg, and the mundis is very much like father's sperm. You see, so now these two substances alone, you cannot actualize baby. You need third element, and and that third element is continuum of the previous old man who going to born as a young handsome guy, baby. So the continuum, the consciousness. So that is the hum, syllable hum. So these three come together. Then now we can also say when the babies are formed, it's so like a miraculous, isn't it? That that two fluid and the consciousness, so we don't really see how it combined together. Then that's little kind of like a worm type. Suddenly it become unbelievable. Like look at you, unbelievable, beautiful ladies here, beautiful guys here, And it's miraculous. It's a miraculous born like that, even though it's warm burn, but it's a miraculous, miraculously actualize the whole thing of one human being, isn't it? All the organs, the consciousness, the yeah, like six consciousness. How that possible? It's like miraculous. But then in order six consciousness to function, you need six different type of organs. How that possible? What it made up? Think of that two fluid and that hung. I mean, that consciousness. It's amazing, isn't it? So similar like that. Uh, you can have conviction that really you're able to make possible Vajrasattva out there. Okay? Like after a baby was born, you won't doubt, isn't it? Is this my hallucination or is it real, isn't it? But if you want to check it out, the process is really unbelievable. It's like beyond our understanding. I mean, even how much the doctors, scientists try to say how it happened, but actually didn't understand fully, how really exactly it happens. It's truly unbelievable. You see, is beyond our ordinary mind. So therefore, I use this example is to the conviction of the power of reliance is so important. And you just say, oh, this I just visualize, actually not there. Vajrasattva is not there. The practice is not effective. You need to have definitely Guru Vajrasattva out there. Definitely, Guru Vajrasattva, can dissolve. Like you see, another thing is when we get old and when the time comes to go through the dissolution, whole physical body, like you can see from very strong body, it become softer and softer, thinner and thinner. At the end of the day, uh, like everything it dissolves, isn't it? Almost like dissolve into a dust. Very much like that, isn't it? And then after that, there are many people who literally feel the consciousness is still around. You can literally, there are spirit there which express their existence there. And some people, they even see there's their existence there. And some people, they even have a conversation after a person died, isn't it? Uh, so that is very much like that physical aspect is like dissolved into a just conscious being. And that conscious being, you still say that person, isn't it? Even though it's not that person in that time, this time, but it is continuum. It's the same person's continuum. So it's still that living being, isn't it? So similarly, when the Vajrasattva dissolve into that light form, you still need to have this undoubtedly conviction that this is the Vajrasattva. So now this Vajrasattva going to take a new rebirth. It's a new rebirth where it's going to born into your heart. You see? And again, that newborn is going to be you. You are the reincarnation of that Vajrasattva. And again, that continuum, how it, that what's it, that previous all man's consciousness, and that the subtle, the eggs and sperm from father mother, how that transmitted to a whole the entire of aggregate is like a miracle. It's so subtle, but still is there. You say, this is my father's gene, my mother's gene. I carry my father's gene, my mother's gene, isn't it? And we want to check it out, who's your parent. You go and blood test, and even in the blood, you find the gene. Even in the bone, you find the gene. In your fluid, you find the gene. In your sweat, you find your parent's gene, isn't it? So that means there's a subtle, there's so many levels, grows to the subtle in everything. So even to this element of Vajrasattva that we just visualize, it has a gross one, it has subtle one, innermost subtle one. And those innermost subtle one is beyond our perception. But it is there. So therefore, now that subtle energy is literally, truly transmitted in entire your existence. And that's definitely possible. And you need to have a conviction in order to really carry this like firm divine pride. As I mentioned to you before, the firmer the divine pride, the more the effective of the purification of past karma, and it is also greater the protection for future committing of negative karma. You see, so this is how visualizations that you can also implement. Yeah. Then there are another three. Now time is running out. I think I'm already taking your time. 1 p.m. Oh, that's good. Yes.
Okay, so is there a practice to like reset your whole life?
Vajrasattva practice is the practice to reset whole your life.
Okay. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Like to start on a clean slate.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Vajrasattva practice. I think that's no more effective than that.
So everything that you just mentioned.
Everything within this very session, within that on that chair, you apply the four abundant power to cleanse up all the things that you don't want, and you become completely new start.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
That's the good news, right?
Truly good news. And
so then what do you mean by divine pride is my other question.
Divine pride means no pride. There's a pride but no pride. there's a pride but no ego. The divine pride is the confident with humility. Confident with humility. Humbleness. Confident means you are Vajrasattva, but that with sense of humility, not like that.
Quiet.
Gentle one.
Quiet. One more question. Sorry. Yeah, like a quiet confidence kind of thing, not like a Donald Trump confidence.
Okay, don't talk too much about that. I'm going to New York, I may get into trouble. Okay, I don't want to involve in any of this. I need to purify, quickly apply for opening power. Okay.
The name of the Father, of the Son.
Yeah. You did very nicely, the crossway, name of the Father, Father, Mother, Home. That also works. Okay.
When you say Vajrasattva, is the Tara practice a Vajrasattva?
Tara is not a Vajrasattva. Tara, of course, Karsa is a Buddha, carry the same enlightened abilities, but they they exist in dedicated purposes. Like Tara is regarded as the numberless Buddha's embodiment of activities. So it's more dedicated for the success of activities, mundane, spiritual. Vajrasattva is mainly dedicated to purification of negativities. Manjushri is like more for enhancing wisdom. Shenrezi is more dedicated to enhancing compassion. So there are many different Buddhas. I mean, if you practice one Buddha, you achieve all, yes. But then we have different needs. So, based on your different needs, then you engage with the different Buddha's manifestation, even though all of them are manifestations of one Buddha, Dharmakaya, and it serves effective benefits.
So if I've had the Tara in that initiation only, then I can't do this, right?
Yeah. So if you have a Tara, you have to have the Vajrasattva initiation. But you can do almost all of them, except, actually those who are not supposed to do, I didn't really say it yet. So whatever I said, I think all of them you can do. You can practice even without initiation. Yeah, so there's another important meditation in relation to Vajrasattva. So that is the 3 ways of purification. you can do meditation. So after you visualize the meditation in front of you or on top of your crown, then mm, the first one is the purifying upward. It's very much like in the glass, there's a dust in the beneath of the glass. Now you want to clear this. So if you pour water and you make the water overflowing, the dirt will be clean up, like take out like that, yeah? So similar way, so it's from the visualized Vajrasattva, that infinite light rays and the nectar. Light rays is more like a thread. So if you put a small thread, then during the rainy time, that the drips will follow like that. So it's similar kind of concept. So there's a light beams, light rays emanating from entirety of the Vajrasattva's, from the Vajrasattva holy body. Then, it enter from your crown, again, from the crown chakra like that. Then it just fill in entire your aggregates, entire your body. Then overflow the nectar. So nectar you can visualize like a milky nectar, like milky, like milk that which contain, which you put a lot of honey and you drink, very sweet, very delicious. Or 3 whites and 3 sweets, we say, it will make very delicious out of any drink. So anyway, so when overflow, then you understand there are two meditation you can do. One is all the gross negativities that accumulated through your body, speech, and mind from beginningless lifetime is purified, the gross one, the lighter one, easy one. The second visualization is you purified whatever physically committed negative karma is purified. First one. Then the second visualization is like showering. How when we take shower, we clear the dirt, isn't it? So the infinite light rays and nectar, like pours like a shower, again, it is in the energy form. So not just showering outside, but, it reaches every single cells of your body, every single mental consciousness, feelings, So basically entirety of your existence is receive that nectar and the light rays and cleanse, all the slightly more subtle, the defilements and and negativities are purified, which are unable to purify before. Then the second type of meditation is you purify whatever negativity is committed through your speech is purified. The third level is the third meditation. The moment the Guru Vajrasattva's, the light rays and nectar touches any part of your body or wherever it touches, instant purification, and that purify the subtlest, the all the potentials, even the subtlest defilement, like such as obscuration to omniscient, the subtlest negativities were purified. The another way is, you understood to purify all the negativities that accumulated by your mind, your thoughts. So this is one of the way to visualize. At the end of each of the at the end of the third rounds of the visualization, then you do the absorption of Vajrasattva. Absorption of Vajrasattva, and you become oneness with Vajrasattva. And again, hold on to that divine pride. And you can also do this practice dedicating for others. Now, whatever visualization that you did, visualizing of Vajrasattva on your crown, up to now you visualize Vajrasattva very much facing towards you. Very much facing towards you. Now, if you want to help to purify someone's karma, someone's negativities, or you condition, in Buddhist teaching say you cannot directly kind of like able to cleanse others' karma, like kinds of like washing the dirt. Even Buddha have no ability to do that. The only way is by providing the tools like the Dharma and application of that Dharma practice. They have to purify their karma, isn't it? So now here you are very much conditioning to purify other beings' karma. So for that, you visualize Vajrasattva facing outward to them. You visualize the victim, the person whom you want to help is, you can visualize right in front of you, facing towards you, and Guru Vajrasattva, above your head, facing towards that person, and do the visualization exactly like what you did for yourself just now, just before. Well, so that's one thing. Then, so at the end of purifying the other person, through this visualization, then you again need to gain conviction, trust in Vajrasattva's ability that now this person, all the sicknesses, all the negativities are completely purified. Now, this person, actualize the Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment. So the Guru Vajrasattva and this person become oneness, and the again, more the greater the conviction, and longer the conviction that you hold on to this divine pride, is more the effective of purification that you offer to this person. So this is one of the practice that you can help others to do. Yeah. Help others, like that. So now there's another meditation from the visualized Guru Vajrasattva, light rays and nectar, comes into, enter from your crown, then fill entire crown chakra, you see, and understand that entire negative karma committed through your physical body is purified, and you actualize all the meritorious causes to actualize Guru Vajrasattva's holy body. So then after you have done that visualization, now the nectar continue to, drip goes down from the throat chakra. And so the throat chakra is not like our neck like that. It's a huge, crown chakra is also a, crown chakra, the subtle chakra is the infinite, in the form of space is like whole universe like that. The throat chakra also not small like that. It's like infinite, like a universe, space, So therefore, you don't have to feel you're choking, your throat is stuck with the nectar, too much nectar of Vajrasattva. You don't have to worry about that. So you just feel that, like uninterrupted flow of nectar, and oceans like, river falls like a nectar following, And also when we visualize the channel, you don't visualize like with a small pipe, not like that. Again, the subtle one is like infinite, like universe like that. So when the light and nectar, pervades, entire your throat chakra, then you understand that all the negative karma committed by speech is purified and actualize the causes to, achieve Buddha's melodious speech, Then nectar continue to fall through the heart chakra. Then entire existence is completely filled. In no question about entire your physical body is completely filled with the nectar and the light. And the nectar and the light carry its own impact of immediately when the nectar light arrives or touches everywhere, blissful. It gives you very blissful experience, So when you do visualization, when the nectar arrives here, you feel bliss. You feel the light is like so soothing, so, peaceful, it's like no obscuration at all. Like you can see everything vividly, all the goodness vividly like that. And that light is wisdom light. So therefore you don't see any negativities. Everything is good. Everything is pure, you see. Every thinking is pure. So when you have this idea, then when you do visualization, you feel like as if there's something really trigger to fill you bliss like that, Mm. Then you purify all the karma committed through your heart and actualize, all the meritorious causes to, achieve Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment. You see. Mm. Uh, uh, so then, right at the end of that, you accumulate all the complete causes to achieve the resultant Guru Vajrasattva. Using this ordinary base to cultivate this yoga or meditation or visualization or purification practice, you able to purify all the obscuration and able to achieve the resultant Guru Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, which is your own body, speech, and mind. And there you arrive to be oneness. Again, hold on to that divine pride from that onward, Mm. So that's one of the visualization. So now there's another type of visualization you can also integrate, which is let's say physically going through certain sickness or inconvenience. You know exactly where it is, like certain cell that you need to get rid of it. It is a disease. Then that light that emanates from Guru Vajrasattva form as a laser light. All the light energy form into one powerful laser light, directly hitting to the to the area that you feel pain. And the moment it reaches there, instantly you have to visualize that you experience bliss, not a pain. You experience complete purification, and then that particular, the healing is achieved to be like Guru Vajrasattva's holy body, like that, like a light body. There's no some kind of cell that which is like, ugly and hurtful. You can do that to any part of your body. So if it is to do with the mental distress, then you remember that particular, if you remember that particular cause which caused your mental distress, then again the light rays and nectar, directly reach to that cause. Whether it is physical or non-physical, doesn't matter. You understood it's reached. And the moment it arrived to that, that whatever it may be, it could be maybe some kind of abuse that happened when in life, or it could be certain accident that bring the trauma, or it could be some kind of imagination, hallucination that really trigger your mind to uh, you know fear, depress, no, then remember those incidents, especially if you remember the place where it happened. Then the light nectar, the omniscient mind of the Guru Vajrasattva know exactly, even you don't know exactly, but then you understood, you have conviction that it directly, ripen onto, that causes, and the causes instantly purified. Purified like that. If it's a spirit harm, if sometimes not difficult to know whether it's spirit harm or not, but you can, take advice from your gurus, those who have a certain clairvoyance, or astrologers who know how to calculate, So then, if you know exactly what is the problem coming from, if it's a spirit, then what kind of spirit, when, how. So if you know, then you can also take account with this practice, the similar way, or if it is naga harm, landlord harm, then maybe because of maybe your backyard, you just did the gardening and that one big rock happened to be there for ages, and you just, create your creativity just mess up, then maybe the spirit residing there, naga residing there, must have hurt, and that's why now you're getting this and that problem. So there's a way to know that. And if you know, then you do this visualization of Vajrasattva practice to purify the suffering by purifying its causes. Then also purify. There's so many different type of negative emotions, karmas, you see. So they are like a defilement, obscuration to nirvana, obscuration to omniscient, or obstacle to be reborn in a higher rebirth, or purify the three lower realms, like such as the karma that you committed by attachment, anger, etc., engaging into the 10 non-virtuous action, so what are the 10 non-virtuous action. So then if you have committed, if you know that, then specifically, you visualize the incident, then you also do the purification like that. Then the obstacle to nirvana, which is delusional obstacles, you can also, visualize like kind of really nasty kind of mucus, or very unpleasant kind of liquid. Then you can understand as a delusional obstacle to nirvana. Then you can do purification from that. Then there's a subtle obscuration, is obscuration to omniscient, to achieve Buddhahood, obscuration of knowledge, which are they call the tendency to all this delusion, which is ignorant, not knowing the ultimate reality of all phenomena or ultimate reality of your mind. That is the obstacle to become Buddha. So again, you visualize, again, there's like kind of like dark black shoot, something that which is nasty, then you visualize that and you understand that is the obstacle to omniscience, and you can also do purification like that, you see. Then another meditation is to never ending. There are a lot of things happen. Okay, so that's why I'm rushing. Blah 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 blah. So, this self-grasping attitude, self-grasping ignorant, and self-cherishing ignorant, which are the really root cause of all the problem, all the samsara. So, so you visualize right at the central heart here. It's like a very stubborn, rusty iron rod, very dark, nasty, like rusty, very hard, like that, or dark smoke, which is like you feel the concreteness, like kind of obstructing here, but at the same time, like there's nothing to hold on to. There's no physical thing out there, but sometimes we feel like that. There's something stress, like as if like blocking your breathing like that, but actually nothing is there. But that's the energy, you see. So you visualize that as a self-cherishing attitude or self-grasping attitude, Then the wisdom, or was it the blessing, the light and nectar that come from Guru Bodhisattva, it is in the nature of, wisdom of emptiness and the attitude of bodhicitta, like ripen upon this and purify the self-grasping, self-cherishing attitude. And your energy completely transform into bodhicitta mind and the wisdom of emptiness mind, like that. So there are many practice like that. Now, okay, I think I better stop here. That's a rough idea. And just now someone asked me to talk about the meaning of the long mantra. So there are a few versions or few translations, but here, like this. So the mantra that I've recited before, Om Beza Sato Samaya Manupalaya, that long mantra. So, so meaning of Om Vajrasattva, the first letter, Om Vajrasattva, meaning uphold your close bond. Uphold your close bond with who? With Vajrasattva, with the essence of the entire Buddha's purification. Bring it about that I remain closely with this Vajrasattva hood. Bring it, or in other words, bring it about that I remain closely with this Vajrasattva hood. Bring it about that I am stable. Bring, so the meaning of the whole mantra. Bring it about that I am stable. Bring it about that I am happy. Bring it about that I am joyous. Bring it about that I am safeguarded. Bestow me all actual attainment. Make all my actions excellent. Make the mind supreme. Hum ha 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 ho. vanquishing masters, surpassing all, Vajra state of all, thusly gone one. Do not let me lose, O Vajra being with a great bond. Pet. So something like that. Yeah, so then if want to elaborate slightly more, okay, I will do quick now, this one. It's a Om, six syllable of body, Vajrasattva, diamond strong-minded one. Meaning, you with the indestructible state of mind, namely Vajrasattva, representing clear light, blissful awareness of voidness. The Om at the beginning of the mantra goes together with the Ah and Hum at the end. Oh, that's, yeah. So, mm, mm. Okay, maybe I will just read the whole thing. Ah and Hum at the end for the speech and mind, indicating the body, speech, and mind that need to be purified, and purified state of body, speech, and mind that achieve as a result of the purification. Om Vajrasattva Samaya. Now the Samaya, close bond, or uphold, is very much talking about like precept, which is to be uphold. In another meeting, uphold the close bond, Samaya, uphold the close bond, namely the close bond or the promise that through clear light, blissful awareness of voidness, I will be able to purify away all karmic aftermath. Then after that, the mantra is Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva Samaya. Karsa. Om Vajrasattva Samaya. Vajrasattva Samaya. Manupalaya. Vajrasattva. Tenopatita. Vajrasattva, Vajrasattvahood. Teno is this. Patita, remain closely. So bring it about that I remain closely with the state of Vajrasattva Vajrasattva. In other words, the state of the clear light awareness. Trido me bhava. Now the mantra, Trido me bhava. Trido is stable. Me is me. Bhava is make it be. Make it be. Bring it about that I am stable through my eliminating the very much like network of the negative karmic forces and negative karmic tendencies from my mental continuum. Then Sudokoyo me bhava. So Sudokoyo means happy. Me is me. I. Bhava, make it be. Bring it about that I am happy through my eliminating the network of all the karmic forces and all the karmic tendency from my mental continuum, so that I attain liberation with its untainted happiness. Sudokoyo me bhava. Subokoyo me bhava. Now the mantra Subokoyo me bhava. Subokoyo, joyous. Me, I. Bhava, make it be. Bring it about that I am joyous through my eliminating all karmic constant habits, so that I attain enlightenment with its everlasting bliss. Subokoyo me bhava. Anuragdo me bhava. Now the mantra is Anuragdo me bhava. Anuragdo, safeguarded. Me. Bhava, make it be. Bring it about that I am safeguarded, so that my mind never leaves the clear light, blissful awareness of voidness. Anuragdo me bhava. Sawa Siddhi me bhayaja. Now the mantra Sawa Siddhi me bhayaja. Sarva is all. Siddhi is actual attainment. Actual attainment. Me, Sawa Siddhi, prachaya, bestow. So bestow on me all actual attainment, especially the supreme actual attainment of enlightenment. Sarva karma sucha me. Now the mantra is Sarva karma sucha me. Sarva is all. Karma is action. Sucha is excellent. Me is me. Me is me. May all my action be excellent. In terms of enlightenment, may I attain the Rupakaya, the form bodies of the Buddha, so that all my actions are excellent for best benefiting others. So form, two form, Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya body. In Sambhogakaya body is very much like the Vajrasattva we have visualized like that. Nirmanakaya body is like Shakyamuni Buddha or our gurus. Then the mantra is Siddham Shiriyam Guru Hum. So Siddham mind, Shiriyam supreme, Guru make my mind supreme. In terms of enlightenment, may I attain the Dharmakaya. So Buddha is the third body, the Dharmakaya. Dharmakaya has two aspects: the wisdom body and the enlightened state that achieved by eliminating all the negations, all the flaws. So emptiness body. To have omniscient awareness and all-embracing heart. In other words, to achieve the omniscient body, which is the omniscient, combination of omniscient heart attitude, bodhicitta, and omniscient wisdom of emptiness. Hum is a sixth syllable of the mind, or sixth syllable of Vajrasattva. Then after that, ha. So there are ha 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 ha. So ha represent building a pathway mind, a pathway of accumulation. So ha. So I think there are five ha ha ho. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that represent 5 parts. So I will read the ha represent the building up the pathway mind, the path of accumulation. The second ha represent the applying pathway mind, the path of preparation. Third ha represent a seeing pathway mind, the path of seeing. The fourth one is represent the accustoming pathway mind, the path of meditation. Ho represent the pathway mind needing no further training, path of no more learning. So path of accumulation, path of preparation, path of seeing, path of meditation, path of no more learning, called 5 paths. So represent that. Meaning that. So again, there's a great practice. The first part of accumulation has 3 levels. Practices. The second part, the part of preparation, has 4 stages of levels of practices. The third part of seeing and part of meditation has 10 bhumis is divided in there. So within the 10 bhumi, each bhumi, there are 2 levels of practices. Each bhumi, there's a meditation session practice, post-meditation session practice. Within the meditation session practice, there are 2 stages, which the first moment is directly open onto the negation, purification. The second stage is to actualize the cessation. So, and gradually you're able to overcome all the negations, all the purification, you purify all the limitations. Then you arrive part of no more need purification, which is part of no more learning, part of Buddhahood. Bhagavan, now the mantra Bhagavan, vanquishing, the master supreme of all, so referring to the Buddhas. Bhagavan, Sarva Tathagata, Sarva, all. Tathagata is thus gone beyond, Buddha was the past and present, Vajra is, indestructible, the diamond, like indestructible, diamond heart. And thus may I become one who has vanquished and purified away all karmic aftermath and master, and thus gain all good qualities, surpassing all other beings. Or in other words, may I attain the diamond strong state of all those who have gone to enlightenment. Then Bhagavan, Mame Munja. Ma is do not. Me, me. Munja is let loss. So do not let me loss. In other words, do not let me lose or live clear light, blissful awareness of voidness. Then, Mame Munja, Vajra Bhava. Vajra, diamond strong. Diamond. Bhava is being. Or Vajra being, namely Vajrasattva, is referring to Vajrasattva. Maha Samaya Sata, Maha great. Samaya, close bond. Sattva, minded one. O you, whose mind has the great bond. In other words, O clear light, blissful awareness of voidness, which has the great bond to bring about complete purification. Ah, so then the mantra ah, 6 syllable for speech. Hung, 6 syllable to the mind. Pet, mantra pet is a stabilizing syllable. Hung pet, Okay, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, so before we're having food together, isn't it? Is that right?
Yes.
Or no?
Well, we will have a potluck afterwards.
Afterwards?
Before that, should we do dedication?
Okay.
And
yeah.
then maybe I invite people in the room and also folks online, if you can stay on. We'll do a group photo. So you can stay on and turn on the camera and we'll include you in the group photo. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't want to show your face, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. So before the prayer, we dedicate this like this. So whatever merits, virtues we accumulated from this session, individually, collectively, whatever merit and virtue accumulated in the past and going to accumulate in the future, then all the merits and virtue accumulated by all the past, present, future Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, deities, gurus, sentient beings. May this collective merit be complete cause for numberless sentient beings to be free from oceans of samsaric suffering. It is causes karma and delusion and actualize from temporary happiness up to their ultimate happiness or enlightenment accordingly. May this collective merit be complete cause anyone who is going through health difficulty. Just now I also hear from few individuals that whose daughters and whose relatives going through a difficult time. And whoever requested, prayers from me, whoever requested prayers from the sanghas and the gurus, and those anyone out there, even they didn't request prayer, but they need our prayer support, meritorious prayer support, and we dedicate this collective merit for them to overcome all the sufferings and all the causes of the suffering, and may they actualize, healthy, happy, virtuous, meaningful life accordingly. May this collective merit be complete cause. Whatever inconvenience that going on in the world, like such as war and natural disaster, different form of diseases, may it be free without delaying even a moment. Actualize, peace and happiness in the world. Actualize, virtues and enlightenment in all sentient beings accordingly. May this collective merit be complete cause. Anyone who pass away, especially in last 49 days, especially those who pass away with a very painful experience, with terminal illness, pass away in accident, pass away untimely death, pass away in a war zone, pass away in a natural disaster. May they be free from suffering of death, suffering in the middle state, suffering of rebirth, actualize higher rebirth in Buddha's pure realm, and within that very lifetime, they actualize state of enlightenment accordingly. May this collective merit be complete cause. All the good people in this world, like His Holiness Dalai Lama, all your spiritual gurus, yourself, your family members, always enjoy good health, long life, and fulfill all your aspirations accordingly. May this collective merit be complete cause. All the virtuous institutions like monasteries, nunneries, all the Dharma centers, and especially here, Jawajazo Center, isn't it? Oceans of Compassion Center, free from all the inner outer sacred obstacles, and actualize all the conducive conditions to preserve the virtue, preserve the Dharma, preserve the practice of compassion in action, in extensive learning, as well as actualizing realization on it, in the realization on the stages of the path accordingly. Then finally, may this collective merit be complete course. May each and every one of us, receive the blessings of Guru Vajrasattva to be able to really purify all the limitation in us without delaying, and may be able to always guided or be inseparable from Guru Vajrasattva for the rest of our existence, and be effective service for sentient beings and service for the virtue and Dharma accordingly. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, so then if you have any specific dedication you wish to do, you can understand the collective merit together. Then specifically, that you want to dedicate this merit, this practice for anybody, you do so while I recite few prayers. Yeah. Chanchu semcho rinpoche, ma che panam che ju che chewa nyeba meba. Kone gondo pewa ra isho, tonye tawa rinpoche, ma che panam che ju che chewa nyeba meba yang kone gondo pewa sho rimye tawa rinpoche, ma che panam che ju chewa nyeba meba yang kone gondo pewa ra isho, jambe bawa jidar kemba da kundo sampo de yang de chenye, de da kunye che so dalo. Jawa de da tam che rabdo ngo de son shebe, jawa tam che de ngo wa kala chudo nga ba de da shen chebe zawa de gwe. Sambo cheche rabdo ngo bar je, pama simche tamche denda de yu je ngendo tamche tatu tongwa da chanchu semba kana sucho ba de da kunye molam tu ju je simche ne ba jinye ba nyudo ne le ta ju je dowe ne ne ma le. Dado jongwa me bar shuo gari rabi kowe shingam de pendan de wa ma li jungwe ni chere se wa tenzin kya zo yi shabe se de ba do tenju ro chi kya wa kundo yanda lama da tame chu je pe la lonj sada lam je yonde rab zo ne do je chanji gomba nyu do sho. Thank you. To che. Yeah.